Hello everyone and welcome to this reclined practice. We're going to do some hamstring stretches on the ground. So come down to lie on your back. We're going to need a strap or a scarf or a belt, something like that. So I have a yoga strap. You can also use a dog leash. I'm just going to move this out of the way a little bit. I'm going to come down again to lay on our backs. I always come into constructive rest, which is where we're lying on our back with our knees up towards the sky. This gives me a little bit of a break on my lower back. Maybe you want to think about stretching your legs out and seeing how that feels. For me, that creates more of an arch in my spine, like right above my butt. And doesn't it feel great? So I like to keep my legs in, but you choose here. Wherever you are, whether your legs are straight or they're bent, maybe you want to rock a little bit from side to side. If they're straight, you're rocking, rolling a little. Here we're starting to give our back a little bit of a massage. Maybe we want to grab our yoga strap. We could take one foot, placing it over top of the other leg. We could take our strap, wrapping it around the foot, raising it up towards the sky, taking a breath here, noticing how this feels. I have the strap in both hands. You could have your legs straight again if that feels good. Doesn't feel good for me, so I'm not doing it. But you choose, right? We all have our own practices. Maybe we want to think about pushing our heel up towards the ceiling. How does that feel? For me, when I push my heel up towards the ceiling, it's like burning fire down the back of my leg. So you explore that if you want. And then we can take the strap into the same hand as the leg that's in the air. So this is my right leg and my right hand. Whatever side you're using, just make sure it's the same. And we can open up our leg, lowering it down towards the ground. And so you're using the strap to keep your leg up. Mine's like not touching the ground. It's in the direction of the ground. And we're breathing here. Noticing, like, what do you feel along this inner line of your leg? Do you feel a stretch here? And then raising that foot back up. Taking a breath. Maybe we want to think about turning our toes to face the opposite side. Do you feel any stretch when you do that? You can take the strap into the opposite hand. So this is my right foot and my left hand. And then cross that leg over the midline of the body a little bit. And you don't have to go very far. Whew, breathing. Here, maybe we want to think about bringing that foot down. And so to do that, we're going to twist. So we're twisting our body. So if our leg was straight, it's rolling to its side. If our foot was bent on the mat, it's going onto its side. And we're rolling that leg away from us. It's not touching the ground. You can also put a pillow underneath it. An option for where you want to put this arm, you'll be down by your side. If you have it out in a T, it'll also create a stretch in the side of your chest. Breathing. And then slowly coming back up. Taking a second. Maybe bringing the strap back into both hands. Doing the thing where you focus on your heel up towards the ceiling. Taking a breath. And then maybe you want to switch. So bringing that other foot up. Lowering that leg down. How does that feel? Oh, feels very tight for me. Maybe just for you too. The heel up towards the ceiling. I almost said chin. Your chin is definitely not on your foot towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to bring the strap into that same hand as the leg. So this is my left hand, left leg. So just make sure it's the same. Open that leg out to the side. Breathing here. Noticing how this feels. And then raising that leg back up, holding the strap in each hand. noticing how it feels in the back of your leg. Option to turn those toes to face the opposite side of the body and see if you feel a stretch along the side of the leg. And you can put the strap in the same hand, or no, the opposite hand. So this is my left foot and my right hand. And then we have that option to cross over the midline of the body. So we're not going all the way down first, we're just taking a little bit of a stretch. And then maybe we want to slowly twist, coming onto our side, rolling that foot down towards the ground. And again, option for where you want to place your hand. If you have it out in a T, and we'll create that stretch in the chest. Maybe we want to bring that back up. Taking a second here for one last hamstring stretch. We could take both of our feet, putting them into the strap. And then maybe we have our legs out in a V and we can rock back and forth. Or you can have your legs closer together. You choose, you can also have your knees bent and have your hands closer on the strap up by your feet. The knees are bent on the outside of my belly. So they're not, if they're bent in towards my chest, I feel really cramped. But if I bend them out to the outside of my belly, making them nice and wide, I have lots of space here. The closer you bring your hands to your feet, this could be more like a happy baby variation. And we can rock here. We can bring our feet together. Doing anything that feels good here before we lower our legs down to the ground. We could rock back and forth a little bit. You could get your shoulders off the ground if you want. You don't have to though. That might get your abs involved. And if you're not feeling that today, no worries. Any fun movement you want to do here. And then we can let that go. We can put that strap down beside us, taking a breath. Maybe we want to do some windshield wiper movements. Again, lowering our knees down to one side and then lowering them down to the other side. Maybe thinking of pushing that top leg down towards the mat. Breathing. And then slowly coming to one side, rolling yourself up, pushing yourself up to seated. Taking a second here. Breathing. Notice how your body's feeling. You can stay reclined. You can continue doing those stretches. You can also do those stretches in bed, which feel super good. So take a few breaths. Thank you so much for this practice, and maybe you want to join me again for some more practices, so follow along for plus size yoga tips.